I've had my praises and criticisms of anti-Trump protests so far, including the Women's March, the airport protests. I want to suggest that progressives start protesting at Donald Trump's businesses and the businesses that are supportive of Trump. Think about how much more quickly that would make an impact. It would be much harder for Trump to brush off unrest that's happening around properties in which he has a commercial interest and properties which his supporters and buddies have commercial interest. Protesting in New York City is powerful. Make a fuss in Trump's hometown. Make him know that he's not being accepted at home legally, non-violently. Do what the anti-choicers do at Planned Parenthood to Trump's businesses and those of Trump's buddies. Make it really difficult and annoying for people to get into Donald Trump's hotels. The boycott of Trump products and businesses, all right, that's okay, but who's really using his products anyway? Trump water and steaks, not exactly products you can't live without. It's mostly committed Trumpists, but if progressives start protesting at Trump's businesses, it could get chaotic quick, Pat, and I think it should be done.
And even when he started on this campaign, he made all these inflammatory remarks, and we saw his hotel bookings take a significant drop. And now he's even starting to remarket his business as Scion.
Yes, indeed. He's starting to change, or not he, of course, because he's no longer involved. We have to believe he has no conflicts of interest anymore. Some of the businesses are being rebranded. Make it uncomfortable to go to Trump's businesses and judge and condemn people who use his products, hotels, and other businesses, even in person. This could also expose that Trump is actually still very connected to and aware of what's going on. If Trump businesses start being protested and all of a sudden Trump starts tweeting and talking about it, it also makes it even harder to believe that Trump is completely separated from these businesses. There's actually an app now that helps you boycott Trump's businesses called Boycott Trump. It'll search a database to determine what goods and services are in any way tied to Trump. You can get it on iPhone as well as iPads and Android. Boycott Ivanka's fashion products and her furniture. And this will also affect third-party retailers that sell Trump products, Nordstrom and Sears, for example. I think that it's great that we are critics of Trump's ideology, but we also want to be out there making it clear that it's going to be uncomfortable to show up and support Trump businesses, and this will absolutely wreak havoc. It can work. Macy's dropped the Trump menswear line after the entire Mexican rapist backlash. Show up at the businesses that sell Trump goods. Show up at Hobby Lobby, which has praised Trump. Show up at Trump's hotels. Make it absolute and utter chaos. I'm not saying stop doing the other stuff, but I think this is an approach that could very quickly have repercussions.
And maybe some people are going to compare this to protests outside of Planned Parenthood. I think there's a clear difference here because there's alternatives to Trump hotels.
The comparison, equating the two, I would be completely opposed to in practice. And again, I refer to the Planned Parenthood thing as this is what they do when people are just trying to get legal medical services. Oftentimes women who have driven across an entire state or from another state. We're talking about something very different here. There are countless hotels, and we're talking about a very targeted corporate protest and boycott here. Send me your thoughts on this. Is this something that progressives should be looking at? I'm on Twitter at @Pakman. Send me your thoughts. Today's show is brought to you by GoDaddy, where you can buy your own domain name, build a website, or use any of GoDaddy's business tools. You can save 30% at trygodaddy.com/David. GoDaddy has actually been the official host of the David Pakman Show website for many, many, many years. The 24/7 customer support has been a very good thing for us. I've called them at really odd times when we've had website issues, and they are always available. They are the largest domain registrar, and whether you have a new idea, you're an established business, you're creating a personal website, or moving your large enterprise site over to GoDaddy, they can do it all. 13 million customers. Try it and get 30% off at trygodaddy.com/David.